John Donne told us no man is an island, entire of itself. Every man a piece of the continent, a part of the main. When any bell tolls, it tolls for thee. Simon and Garfunkel had a different idea. I am a rock. I am an island. A rock feels no pain. An island never cries. Between these two truths lives Walter. Walter is 37, works in accounting, takes the same route home every day, past the shelter on 5th Street, past the woman who sleeps near the bus stop with her shopping cart and her dog. Past the kid outside the convenience store asking for change. Walter sees them all. Let's be clear about that. He sees them. But Walter has learned something important, something our modern world teaches very well. He has learned to keep walking. Walter, do you hear that? He hears it. The bell is ringing. Has been ringing all day. Watch what happens next. Did you see her today? The woman by the bus stop? He saw her. Same woman. 3 years now, same corner. Her dog died last winter. Walter noticed that too. The kid outside the store, he's 16, kicked out 2 months ago. Here's what Walter does now, what we all do. He transforms suffering into scenery. The woman isn't a person. She's a landmark. Turn left at the shopping cart lady. The kid isn't asking for help. He's ambient noise, background texture to Walter's commute. This is the skill, the art of it. See everything, feel nothing. You could have stopped. But stopping means feeling. Feeling means the bell. And Walter has soundproofed his life very carefully. Walter eats his pasta, watches television, something about renovating houses, people arguing over subway tile. This is what he worked for, this quiet, this control. Let's talk about what Walter really did today. He performed a surgery on himself, clean, precise. Daily practice makes it easy now. He cut out the part that connects, severed it. The woman by the bus stop reached for that thread between human beings, the one Donne wrote about, and Walter took scissors to it. Snip, gone. The kid asking for change. Same surgery, faster this time. Walter's gotten efficient. You think I'm being harsh? You think Walter's just tired, just trying to survive his own life? Number. Walter is comfortable. Look around. Nice apartment, full refrigerator, clean clothes, warm bed waiting. He has enough to stop, enough to turn around, enough to give the kid $5 or ask the woman if she needs anything. He chooses this. Every single day. He chooses amputation over feeling. And here's what makes it evil. Not tragic, not sad, not understandable. Evil. Walter knows. He knows her dog died. He noticed, took note, filed it away, kept walking. The bell rang, and Walter heard it perfectly. Then he went home and turned on the television to drown it out. This isn't survival. This is cowardice dressed up as self-care. This is building a tomb and calling it a sanctuary. Walter is killing himself one ignored person at a time, and he thinks this is living. Morning comes. Walter showers, dresses, locks all 3 locks behind him. The woman is there, same corner, no dog anymore. Just her and the cart and the cold. Walter's coffee is still warm in his hand. He could stop, right now, this moment, cross the street, say good morning, ask her name. The bell is ringing. Walter adjusts his grip on his briefcase, keeps walking. Here's the thing about islands, real ones, geographic ones. They don't choose isolation. The water chooses for them. They're cut off by circumstance, by geology, by forces beyond their control. Walter chose this, built his own moat, brick by brick, locked door by locked door. One ignored person at a time. Simon and Garfunkle sang it like a wound, like something done to them. I am a rock. I am an island. A rock feels no pain, but they knew. Even in the song, they knew. And a rock feels no pain, and an island never cries. That's not freedom, that's death. Walter reaches his office, sits at his desk, opens his computer. The bell is still ringing. It's ringing for the woman on the corner, for the kid outside the store, for every person Walter walked past today. And here's what Donne understood, what Walter refuses to know. The bell is ringing for Walter, too, every time he cuts that thread, every time he performs that surgery, every time he chooses the locks over the connection. He diminishes himself, makes himself less, kills the part that makes him human. No man is an island, but Walter is trying hard, and succeeding. Let me tell you what happens next, not to Walter, to you. You're reading this, right now, these words, which means you made a choice. You stopped, you're here. But yesterday, last week, this morning, how many times were you, Walter? The bell rang, you heard it. Kept walking. Here's the sharp edge of it. Walter isn't a character. Walter is a mirror. The woman on the corner exists. The kid outside the store exists. They're on your street, your commute, your line of sight. You see them. You transform them into scenery, too. Landmarks, background noise. You go home. Lock your door. 3 locks or 1. Doesn't matter. You soundproof your life the same way Walter does. And right now, right this moment, you have a choice Walter never gets. You can stop reading. Close this. Go back to your renovated kitchen and your subway tile and your warm pasta. Prove the point. Be the parable. Or you can sit with this. Let the bell ring. Feel the cut you've been performing on yourself. No man is an island, but we're all trying to be rocks. Donne knew the truth. We are connected. The thread exists whether we cut it or not. Every person you ignore diminishes you, makes you less. The cowardice isn't in being afraid, it's in choosing comfort over connection, safety over humanity, the locks over the bell. Walter can't hear me, but you can. The bell is ringing. What are you going to do about it? Walter wakes up, 3 in the morning, sweating. Something's wrong, not the apartment. Same walls, same locks, same clean, quiet space. Something inside. He sits at the edge of his bed, hands shaking. The bell is ringing. Has been ringing. Won't stop. Days pass. Walter goes to work, comes home, locks the doors, but the quiet isn't quiet anymore. The woman on the corner. He sees her, really sees her now, not scenery, a person, cold, alone, waiting. The bell rings. Walter stops walking. Stands there, briefcase in hand, coffee getting cold. He should do something. Knows he should. His feet won't move. The thread is still cut. The surgery complete. He severed it so many times he doesn't know how to reconnect. Walter, I'm still here. You want to stop. I can see it. So stop. He can't. Stands frozen. The woman looks up. Their eyes meet. Walter runs. Night. Walter's apartment. He's pacing. 3 locks between him and the world. But the world is inside now. The bell. The bell. The bell. He wants to be human again. Wants the connection back. Doesn't know how. You practiced disconnection for years, Walter. Got efficient. Expert level. Now you want to reverse it. With what tools? What muscle memory? You amputated the part that knows how to reach. Walter at his door, hand on the lock, morning light through the window. He could go back, find the woman, say something, anything. The first lock turns, then the second. His hand stops at the third. What would he even say? What could he offer that would matter after 3 years of nothing? The thread isn't just cut. It's gone, atrophied, dead tissue. Walter, you're crying? He is. Doesn't know when it started. I taught you to be a rock. You learned it well. But rocks don't cry, Walter. And you're crying, which means you're not a rock yet. Not completely. There's still something left. Walter opens the third lock, steps outside, walks toward the corner. The woman isn't there. Gone. Cart gone. Space empty. Walter stands where she used to be. Morning cold. People walking past him now. Around him. He's the landmark now, the scenery, Walter. Where did she go? He doesn't know, never asked her name, never learned anything except that her dog died last winter. The bell is ringing, but Walter doesn't know who it's ringing for anymore.
You're still here, still reading.
But you're still here, still reading. That means something. The bell is ringing in your life right now, today, this week. You know where. You know the corner, the person, the moment you keep walking past. Here's your offer. Stop once. Not every time. Not perfectly. Not with some grand gesture that fixes everything. Just once. Tomorrow, next time, the very next bell. Stop. Stand there. Fumble through it. Say something. Give something. Be awkward and uncomfortable and human. One thread reconnected. That's redemption, not salvation. Not absolution for every past walk by. Just proof you're not a rock yet. The choice is simple, brutal, immediate. Answer the bell or don't. Morning. Walter showers, dresses, same route. New person on the corner, younger, different. The bell rings. Walter stops, stands there, doesn't know what to say, doesn't have the muscle memory. The thread is still cut, but he's standing there. Morning, Walter says. Not much, not enough, not redemption, but something. The person looks up, nods. Walter fumbles, pulls out his wallet. $5, hands shaking. Here, takes it. Thanks. Walter doesn't know what else to do. Stands there awkwardly, walks away. The bell is still ringing. Will ring tomorrow. Every day. Walter can't fix what he cut. Can't bring back the woman or her dog or the 3 years, but he can stop cutting new threads. One fumbling, terrible, uncomfortable stop at a time. No man is an island. But you can stop building the moat. The bell is ringing. Answer it. You're still here, reading. Which ending is yours?